Today's video is a thrift with me video. I am actually at the thrift store right now. I'm gonna take you guys with me, see what I happen upon today. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna find. You don't know when you're gonna thrift what you're gonna find, but I have my eye out for a few things. I'm looking for a mirror for Miles's bedroom. I'm always looking for some primitive items and some things to go into my kitchen. And if I don't find anything major to show you, I definitely will show you what I have found recently between estate sales, thrifting, Facebook Marketplace, because I have just been filling up my house with all kinds of stuff. So yeah, let's go. And this is what I got, which is mostly books and a brass vase. It's $7, and I am really just into like real brass lately with like natural patina and just having brass accents throughout the house. So I'm hoping this will shine up pretty good because it needs some love. But for $7, and it's such an elegant shape, it's so pretty. I couldn't leave it there. There's actually this huge section at this thrift store that's just real silver and brass like pieces, which I think is really nice. I always check there to see what I can find. Like I said, I got a ton of books. I got this copy of Pride and Prejudice because I love it, and because I'm gonna take the jackets off of all of these. If you didn't know that, nice copy of Pride and Prejudice. It's gonna look really good and classy on the bookshelf, and I love this book. I am probably actually going to start reading it. I'm getting ready to go on a trip, and it's such a classic. It's one of those stories that always, no matter what, like no matter how many times I've seen the remakes on television, like how many Pride and Prejudice movies are there? Although the one with Keira Knightley is the best. It always gives me butterflies. And I don't know what is up with thrift stores doing this, but they write on perfectly good books that otherwise would not need to be written on. I don't know why they have to write the 99¢ right on the front. Like, this is one of those, like, not fabric covers, but sort of like fabric. I'm not gonna be able to get it off. They should have just written on the inside jacket. But anyway, I mostly bought these for decor, and it is On Man and Universe by Aristotle, and then 5 Great Dialogues by Plato. And I just think that this will look good on a shelf somewhere in the house. I don't know. Okay, this is a decor plus. I'm actually gonna read this book, or at least look through it a few times. It is design, what is this? Period design and, what does it say? Period design and furnishings. So when you take the jacket off, it's just a beige book with gold lettering on the binding, but it has all of this amazing information about different time periods and the furniture that goes with it. And it's just, I am trying to educate myself a little bit, which there's just so much to know, but it's also a good inspiration. I love, really, really love, as I've said in my past videos, since I bought this house, love combining some of that old and new. I'm really wanting to lean into the history of things, and so I'm going to a lot of estate sales, and I have no idea what something is worth, what time period it is from, and I spend a lot of time sort of mulling over these things when I'm looking at an item. It would be really nice to just sort of know. And I have a friend that I go to estate sales a lot with, and she is way more knowledgeable than I am with this stuff. So she kind of helps me out a little bit, but it would be nice if I don't have her with me to ask if I knew what I was looking at. So I've been trying to find as much information, just books to have on hand. If I'm having a cup of coffee in the morning, I can open one up and just kind of have a glance and educate myself for a moment. Okay, and then this last one will only interest a few of you, but it's old houses. I can't read backwards. Old Virginia houses. Not only is it pretty, like it's gonna go with the aesthetic in here, but it's also all old houses of old Virginia houses. And in case you didn't know, I live in Virginia. So yeah, you know, it's just something interesting for me to read and look at. You know, I actually passed up on quite a few things that I probably normally would have gotten, but I've been trying to be a little more choosy, a little more careful about what I'm purchasing. And one of them was the gold frames with the oil paintings. At first glance, I thought those were authentic, like real oil paintings with vintage gold frames. But I looked on the back and there was a tag from like a department store or something more recently. So it just kind of changed things for me. So I left those. And then the other thing that I really liked that I thought about buying was that rattan magazine rack. I just don't really need a magazine rack. I like to display my books and display a lot of things, and I just don't need a magazine rack. So I left it. I have been extremely busy otherwise, buying things that I don't need and that I do need from estate sales and other thrift stores, and also a lot on Facebook Marketplace. If you didn't catch my most recent videos, I have two. One is all about buying on Facebook Marketplace and one is all about selling on Facebook Marketplace. Lots of really good, valuable information in there on how to get good deals, how to find unique items, how to know what to sell, what not to sell, what to price it at, etc., etc. I'll put links to those in the description box and you can find that there. And real quick, I'm going to show you some of the things I have found recently that I've already sort of like styled and put in my home. I have found some really good stuff. I have been searching for these chairs for years and I finally found them. This is my most recent buy, a set of 4 of these bentwood Thonnet dining chairs, and they're in perfect condition. They're definitely antique, but you can see, you know, there's a little tiny bit of wear, but really, really, really not much. They're in amazing condition. And I think they just look so good in here. Once this kitchen is painted and updated, they're gonna really, really fit in here. Okay, I talked about these shelves, but I have been busy trying to style them, and I found this really cool. There's nothing in there. It looks like there should be a snake in there, doesn't it? It's just a little basket. I thought that was really pretty. I actually would like to keep it in my bedroom at some point and be able to keep like my headscarves and headbands and things like that because it's kind of large. I also recently found this gorgeous vase. This is not something I would typically pick out, but I love it. It's so pretty. I love that pop of orange there and the flowers, and I found that at a consignment shop for a really good price, so I scooped it up. And then my in-laws actually gifted my husband and I a ton of this blue and white dishware. I have it all over the place now, and it's so pretty. Here's another one. It has sort of become like the theme of my dining room because I've been kind of decorating around it and trying to incorporate some more blue in here because of that. This side table is another recent find from a estate sale. Look at the gorgeous shape of this and the color. I believe this is called like burl wood or something like that. I can't remember, but it has such a beautiful shape. It has 3 legs, and then it has this gorgeous shape underneath here, and I just absolutely love it. I feel like it was a very, very lucky find. And it's pretty old, and you can tell that it was taken care of and pointed out by the person who sold it to me. There's a little piece here that was repaired. So whoever owned it took very good care of it, which makes me happy. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.